Hi, today we're going to take a look at document management for financial planners. At Cities Digital, we specialize in implementing document management solutions for investment advisories, fund companies, broker-dealers around the country. We've got a great solution that utilizes Laserfiche document management as the central repository. With that system, we can connect using our iPad, our iPhone, using a web browser from anywhere in the world to access our documents. This centralized repository allows us to store Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, email, social media, voicemails, just about every piece of content that you create with your clients. This system is an SEC and FINRA approved document management solution, so you can go entirely paperless with this system. And better than that, if you've been storing files out on your network drive for years, having difficulty locating them, a quick drag and drop into the Laserfiche system allows you to quickly OCR and make all those old files fully text searchable. You'll be able to find that needle in the haystack finally. Our system also, out of the box, integrates with SharePoint, provides for a client portal, as well as a rep portal online. You can use any type of document scanner that has a Twain or an ISIS driver to scan directly to this secure document repository. You can also use existing network copiers in your office to automatically scan directly to this one system. We have an eForms package to create paperless new account forms. You can digitize and sign with a mouse or an iPad. You can also print directly to Laserfiche, so you don't have to worry about printing to paper and then scanning again. You can print it directly to Laserfiche. We even have an integration with a fax machine. If you've got a CRM today, we integrate with all the big CRMs out there. Juncture, Act, Advisor's Assistant, Goldmine, Salesforce, Redtail, Tamarack, and also Finance Logics. If you've got something less familiar, we also have a tool to integrate right out of the box with it. Our advanced workflow process system allows you to create a straight-through processing workflow to process new account forms, account openings, change forms, all the different types of account forms that your organization is familiar with. We can even export directly out of the system trade blotters. We have all the compliance tools as well, such as email archiving directly from Microsoft Exchange, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, an audit trail to track all the action within the system, everything that any user's ever imported or exported. We have an online backup to directly back up all of your Laserfiche system nightly to our secure data center. And that's all encrypted. You can store all this content locally or we'll host it for you in the cloud. So let's take a look at Laserfiche. Laserfiche is a client-server-based architecture with a web browser as well. But in our secure repository, we have access by our rep, by our client. We have separate subfolders that we can organize all of our records for within the system. We can separate them out if we're dual registered with broker-dealer files as well as investment advisory files separately. I can just click on a folder and open a document. On my screen, within a few seconds, I've got that exact image for me right in front of me. I've got highlights. I can redact and black out documents. I can put callouts, stamps, sticky notes. I can export directly out of the system via email. So I could say, let me send you over an email and I'm going to password protect it for you right out of the system with 128-bit encryption as a PDF. I can send just a select page if I want, right out of the system. It'll drop it in my email for me and I can send it out to the client. And you'll be happy to know that that email directly out of the system is encrypted with your client data. Let's take a look at a few other great features in Laserfiche. In addition to stamp sticky notes, highlights, and redactions, I can also attach images or draw right on top of the document. I can rearrange pages. I can cut, copy, and paste right out of the system if I need to. If I find that an employee might have scanned in a document out of order, or maybe this record is actually two separate records, I can just break it apart, create a new document. I can always update my metadata over here on the right-hand side too. So I can track records by the product type, the branch, the advisor, client name, SSN, account number, or the approval process. I can even sign documents right inside the system. So I can just click on my digital signature icon, sign on my digital signature pad next to me, and apply that anywhere on the document that I'd like. I can even save it as a profile So if I sign that same type of document all the time, it'll automatically put it in the right place for me and allow me to sign it. Within the system, I can always search on any key phrase I'd like. This will again search Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, email. Any text-based document will show up in my results. And on my screen, within a split second, you can find hundreds of documents. You can even jump to the exact occurrence within the document that you're interested in. And on your screen, you've got a highlighted copy of the record with the exact occurrence that I wanted. That's the one. I can also search with advanced metadata. So I can search for specific account numbers, specific states, product types. I can create all my own metadata options right here. I also have scanning built into Laserfiche as well as workflow. So if I want to scan in a document in my new paperwork submissions folder, or I have reps or advisors out in the field that I need to collect from, they can scan to one single location, and my workflow engine is going to file all my documents and send it out for approval to compliance or suitability. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my scanning, drop it in my scanner, hit start, and if I'm using quick fields or my forms processing with this system, it's going to automatically recognize the right form type, extract the client's name and account number off the document, and automatically index it for me. So I'll have Tony Stark's new account application ready to go. And there it is with Tony Stark's name and social security number. It also recognized on the document a mailing address, city, state, zip, and it has a pending approval status for my workflow. Nice thing about Laserfiche is all my image processing options come with this system. So deskew, despeckle, line removal, auto rotate, as well as blank page delete automatically come with Laserfiche. So when I'm done reviewing my document and I decide, oh, all these pages look good, I can just store it. That document's now pushed up into my Laserfiche central archive system and it's ready for processing. I jump back into Laserfiche and I can see there's my document that I just submitted. It went from new paperwork submissions to my pending new business review. All these folders are separately secured so different users will have access. Not necessarily everybody will be able to see pending new business. I can open that up, and as a compliance officer or as a principal in the firm, I can review the document, make sure that it looks complete, all the paperwork's been filled out. I can go ahead and click Approved. My new business is now on its way to the Approved Business folder. It put a nice shortcut in there for me, so I can always review that if I'd like. But if I decide that I've seen everything I need for the day, I can delete that just because that's simply a shortcut. Now my document was dynamically filed away under Tony Stark's new folder. Broker-dealer change form, there it is. Filed away without ever having to index it or title it. Now if I was notified by an auditor that I need to prepare for an upcoming audit, and they want to see that same form, or that exact document, or that client file, I can drag a copy over here to the audit folder. And it's ready for review. That's how easy it is to prepare for an audit. Now I'll log out, and I'll log back in as the auditor, because I'm ready for an audit. I can sit my auditor down in front of the computer, turn him over. There it is, and at the end of the audit I can just go ahead and delete all that content, because it's just a shortcut. That makes the audit so much easier and faster. When I'm ready to design my own workflows, like what you just saw, it's very easy to add a user or a group. I can just grab a user, add it to my workflow, and assign the user. If I prefer to create something more like a conditional parallel route, that's also really easy. I drag it to my canvas and I publish it. And I say, if the document's approved and in good order, it goes this route. If it's not in good order, it goes this route. And at the end of the process, go ahead and send the advisor or the rep an email. If I'd like to, I can also insert some customized scripting to communicate with my other databases to push updates of my documents over to another system or pull it in from another system. I can also use e-forms with my system. So if I'm ever ready to go ahead and start going paperless on the web with my e-forms, I can do that using one of our partner solutions. So in the event that I want to digitize all my eForms, I can do that right here by creating my own new account form online. I can even hook that up to my CRM to import all my data. So I can type in an SSN number, and it'll pull in all of my client's information directly right into the system. You can see here's Tony Stark's information all populated into the system. Employment status came in from the CRM. Maybe I have a couple extra questions to answer. I'm going to go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions. And when I click Generate, that can optionally send out a completed copy of that new account form to my client via email or send them a secured link. The client can go and log back into the system, pull up their new account form that's completely populated with the new account information, and they can choose to sign right here with a mouse from their desk. They can optionally also sign with an iPad. That signature is now put on my document. It meets all the e-sign requirements signed in the 1998 e-sign laws. And you can imagine that new account form is now filed away in my Laserfiche system and going through its new account process. If I use IPS contracts or I need an advisory agreement, we can also have those automatically populated in our system. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time today and ask you if you're interested in more information about Cities Digital's solutions or Laserfiche, please contact us at 855-714-2800. Thanks so much and have a great day.